2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice.
YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. LaValle Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Hello and welcome one and all. Berkeley Stevens here bringing you football from YCN for the game of the week. It's Kearsarge and it's Monadnock. The Huskies are in Sutton, New Hampshire to take on the Cougars. We've got JV football for you today. Kearsarge comes in with a 1-3 record, most notably with a win against Stevens, a very close game, 22-20. They won it on a 2-point conversion. Monadnock coming in to try and spoil Kearsarge's momentum as they break into a win streak, hopefully. Not a ton of research on JV football around here, but these two teams are some healthy-looking JV teams, so it should be a pretty good bout. We'll have kickoff for you just after this short break. Stick around.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor, for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Innertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. with a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner, and North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
Welcome back, folks. Coin toss about to happen here at midfield between the Huskies and the Cougars as the captains step out to meet the referees. Monadnock, they've got a pretty slim roster, but a lot of talent on it. Just 13 players for them, but a strong core, a quarterback who can sling it in Wesley McCourt, and running backs who can go wild, especially early in the game when they have energy. But a problem for this team has just been a small roster means later in the game, third quarter, fourth quarter, things can kind of go downhill for them fast if they get tired out in a close game. Kearsarge, this roster is loaded. Over 25 players, one of the healthier JV rosters Kearsarge has had in ages. Hopefully this is going to pump some life into the varsity program for the next 3 years, as most of these players you're going to see today are freshmen and sophomore, but there are some swing players that you're going to be familiar with from varsity, like Brody Malinowski. We've called his name a ton in the Kearsarge games in the past. Zach Philides, another one, Sawyer Ilg. So this Kearsarge JV team, they've got some swing talent, a healthy roster. It should make for a pretty good game. If Monadnock wants to win this one and spoil Kearsarge's hopes, they've got to come out and score early. Because like I said, 13 players is not a lot for a football roster. Third and fourth quarter, this team is going to get tired. Kearsarge, if their defense can lock it in for the first half, hopefully they can close out the game with a win. Looks like Monadnock has deferred the kick, so I believe Kearsarge would elect to receive first here. And that is going to be the case. Monadnock picks their direction. Kearsarge is going to be the receiving team here. Cougars are going to be going left to right. Monadnock right to left. 40 seconds now until kickoff. And these teams are ready to go. I'd like to take this moment to thank our wonderful lineup of sponsors for their great support. That's Echo Communications, HR Cloth, Kearsarge Heating, Barton Insurance, La Valley Building Supply, Bubba's Bar and Grill, and additional support from North Cape Design Build. Please do your part in thanking our sponsors as well, making this local sports coverage possible here on YCN. And the huddles break. Special teams units get out there, and we're just about ready for kickoff. One of those rare occasions here at the Sutton Field where the sun isn't beaming directly in our face. We've got some overcast cloud cover. It's a bit chilly as the fall is winding down. Just a couple of regular season games left for both of these teams, as they'll try and finish strong, impress their coaches, and make a name for themselves before varsity tryouts next year. Kicking this one away for the Huskies is going to be Kobe Kidney. Number 2, also a running back on this team, someone I was told to keep an eye on the defensive side of the ball as well. Looks like Justin St. Ange and David Patton are down there to receive the kick for the Cougars if it makes it that far. Next in the ranks is going to be Aiden Ruckman, number 24. Kicking unit is ready.
No hesitation.
Kidney sends this one short, onside attempt. The Cougars are able to dive on it, and they'll have this one at the 46. Pretty good field positioning to start this game for the Cougars. That was a strange kickoff, though. I don't know if you were able to see it on camera, but the ball actually came off of the placer right at the last second. The ball fell flat. Might have actually helped them for the onside kick to keep it short and flat to the ground, but not easy for Kobe Kidney to try and recover that kick. Ready for the first drive now. 1st and 10 for the Cougars from their own 46. Ruckman, the Cougar quarterback, under center for this first play. And they pitched over to Justin St. Ange in motion. He's going to be wrapped up near the line of scrimmage and brought down. It'll be a short loss here on the first play of the game for Kearsarge. Tackle made by Kobe Kidney. Doing his part in the first defensive play of the game for Monadnock. Cougars back up to the line. Ruckman now in the shotgun formation. Caleb Naughton on his left. Ruckman's going to keep this one in pursuit already. Breaks one tackle and then has to just hug the ball as he's sacked for a big loss. Looks like that loss was close to 10 yards as the sack is made by number 25, Nick Ball, for the Huskies. Ball able to break through the strong side of the offensive line there to close the distance for the first sack of the game, and that sets Kearsarge way back, all the way to their own 37. Third down, 19 to go as the Cougars step up to the line. Shotgun formation again. Ruckman gets it, hands it off. Double handoff, and down they go. Fumble, but it looks like Kearsarge recovers this one quickly. Going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Monadnock actually did come up with it, but the referees called the running back down on the play before the fumble. Nice break for Kearsarge, but it does bring up 4th and incredibly long. They're on their own 31. They've got to get this past Monadnock's 45 to convert, but the punting unit is out there. Caleb Naughton connects well on that punt. The ball skips right into the hands of Wesley McCourt. He runs up the far side of the field, past midfield, brought down near the Cougar 45. Decent return there by McCourt, who is going to be quarterbacking this offense for the Huskies. Looks like the referee's spotting this one at the Cougar 46. McCourt makes his way back to his team after a visit to his sideline to get the play. Setting up under center for the first time with 3 in the backfield. Handoff here goes to 35. Xavier Thomas. He's brought down. It's a short gain for the Huskies on their first play. Only 1 yard gain there. 2nd and 9 now. Court under center again. That's another handoff play to Thompson once more, powering through the middle. That time good for a gain of around 6 or 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and short here for the Huskies. Back-to-back runs for Xavier Thompson, putting the Huskies in pretty good position to move these chains on their first drive. Their handoff play up the middle, good for a first down and a little bit more. It's Cam Hobbs with the carry. And the Huskies have a 1st and 10 inside the Kearsarge 35. One play at a time, 3 yards is good. That's going to be the game plan for the Huskies today. Trying to just power this football through the defensive line of Kearsarge and just chip away at this field positioning. Trying to wear out the defense, keep them backpedaling with every play. Another pitch. This one's fumbled. The Cougars nearly pick it up, and they do pick it up. It's fumbled once more. Chaos ensues, and the Huskies have it back. What a break for Monadnock. The ball is knocked loose twice, and it's Thompson who picks it back up for Monadnock. Just a crazy play there, as it almost ended up being a fumble recovery with some momentum for Kearsarge. Maybe we can get a good look here at the replay. You can see a great strip with the ball there by Wesley McCourt as he makes the tackle, and then Thompson is there to dive on it. That's an excellent job by McCourt not to give up on that play. After the initial fumble, the quarterback gets in with an excellent tackle from behind to knock the ball back. Similar formation here for the Huskies. There will be a timeout called here, and it will be the Huskies taking the time. Looked like that offense was rushing up to the line of scrimmage, and now they'll have a better look and a better game plan on 2nd and 15. This game coverage being brought to you in part by LaValle Middleton Building Supply. With 12 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire, they have a great 10% off deal for high-quality Marvin windows. Learn more at lavalleys.com. And one of our underwriters today is Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor. With over 16 years of providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and friendly service, their mission is to deliver a remarkable experience to every guest. And check out Echo Communications for all of your printing and mailing needs. They're the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. Out of the timeout with a different formation here for the Huskies. 2 backs, 2 options outside. McCourt takes the snap, fakes the pitch, and he hangs on to it. McCourt winds and fires on the right side, and it's caught by Tucker Johns. Up the far sideline, he scrambles just shy of a first down. Third and short. And this is the time for the Huskies offensive line to put in some of their best work. I would imagine a running play, trying to burst through the middle of the Kearsarge formation for a short gain and to reset these downs. McCourt hands this one off. Running play up the middle, good for a first down. It's Nick Ball with the carry this time. Huskies now with a 1st and 10 on the Kearsarge 16. As slowly but surely they've inched their way down this field and now threatening to strike in the first quarter. Like I said in the pregame, this is what they need to do. They've got to get points early if they want to have a chance, because this team will tire out as this game goes on. On their sideline, they just have 2 substitute players. McCourt under center, takes the snap, pitches it over. It's going to be Cam Hobbs again, coming toward the near sideline. Brushes off 1 tackle, and then he's pushed out of bounds near the Kearsarge 6. Here's another look. Hobbs gets great blocking out front. Look at that, Nick Ball. Able to bulldoze through 2 Cougars to buy some space for Cam Hobbs. It does look like there was a penalty called on the Huskies, and it was a 10-yarder. It will remain first down. But that excellent run from Hobbs completely negated now. It'll be first down and 20. They're going to pick this one up from the Cougar 25. McCourt under center, hands one off to Thompson again. Trying to go to the far side of the field, but he's wrapped up by a pair of Cougars. Tackle made by Brody Malinowski, as well as Justin St. Ange crashing through that far side. Here's another, keep your eye on 72 if you can, far side of this line. Watch him sidestep off of his guard there and just wrap up Xavier Thompson. Really good lateral movement there by Malinowski. He's got so many varsity minutes under his belt too. He's going to look incredibly comfortable, especially on the defensive line tonight for Kearsarge. McCourt takes the snap, hangs on, fades toward the near side of the field, has to scurry now. Oh, big hit, the ball's knocked loose, the whistle is blown. I believe they're going to call him down here, but the fumble, if it is a fumble, was recovered by the Cougars. Waiting to see what the referees are going to indicate here. But that was a heavy hit. And it is a fumble, and the Kearsarge Cougars have the ball back. Check out this replay and look at this. Big body coming through with a lot of momentum on the blind side. And who else but Malinowski again? He's going to be everywhere on defense tonight for Kearsarge. Back-to-back huge plays from Malinowski, and now the Cougars have it back. 1st and 10 on their own 16. Brockman takes the snap, hands it off. They try to run it up the far side. There was a flag on the play. Justin St. Ange didn't get far. Nick Ball had the tackle. This may have been a flag on the offense. I believe it was going to be a false start on Kearsarge. They're going to bring this one back 5 yards. Still first down, 1st and 15. They're going to pick it up from the 13-yard line.
Go defense!
Ruckman's ready in the shotgun formation. He'll hang on to this one, looking near side of the field, and it's caught. Caleb Naughton gets it, but he can't get far. Huskies everywhere all around him, and they bring him down. Here's one more look. Great job by the Huskies, too, playing zone, fading back with their linebackers. And Naughton just had nowhere to go. No blockers nearby to provide some protection. And just outnumbered 5-1. No way to gain any grass up the field for the Kearsarge Cougars on that play. 1 minute 40 seconds left in quarter number 1. 2nd and 16. Some trickery here. Looks like another fumble. Could it be the Huskies' ball? I believe it is. I'm not sure how this one even got knocked loose. Maybe we can see here on the replay. Looked like a reverse play. They went for a handoff and then it just popped out loose. Maybe the Cougar running back might have ran into the back of a teammate. Been a little stunned and the ball popped out. Either way, the Huskies have it from right where they picked off on that last drive. It'll be 1st and goal here. They're on the 9. McCourt takes the snap, hangs on. Passes short side, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Huskies. Nick Ball On the near side corner of the end zone, he's got 6. Monadnock now lead. Capitalizing on that fumble recovery on their very first play of this drive. And here's another look. Good job there by McCourt to find the ball. Passing toward the sideline too, not bringing him toward the middle of the field. And ball was able to squeak into the end zone just in time before a Cougar was able to tackle. Kobe Kidney here for the extra point attempt. High snap, Kidney's kick is going to be no good, just wide right of the posts. Here's another look at that touchdown. Number 25 on the near side of your screen here. Breaks out and down the field. And then a nice pass by McCourt. Right where Nick Ball could handle it. Monadnock leads 7-0, 1:17 left in the first quarter here in Sutton, New Hampshire. 6-0, pardon me, they missed that extra point. Last kickoff, they did attempt an onside kick. We'll see what the Huskies go with this time. David Patton, Justin St. Ange, and Aiden Ruckman down to receive this kick if it's not onside. Another onside kick. This one's not going to make it 10 yards. So it will be a Cougar ball again near midfield. Kearsarge should be picking this one up at the Huskies 49. Not successful in gaining any yards their first drive. Ruckman under center, gets the snap, hangs on. Passes one far side to Caleb Naughton. He can't get far again. Pushed out on the far sideline for a loss of 1. Maybe 2. This has been the kind of passing play we've seen from Kearsarge so far. Those lateral screen passes. So far, both of them have been missing the screen. Naughton had no blockers in front on 2 similar plays like that. Same formation here for Kearsarge. Ruckman under center. And this one's going to be handed off to Griffin Dixon. He'll be tackled for a loss again. The Huskies just doing a great job moving straight through this Kearsarge O-line. Final time ticks down here in the first quarter. Monadnock leading over Kearsarge 6-0. We'll be back in just a minute with quarter number 2.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Who's got heart?
And we're back here with the second quarter. Kearsarge picking this one up. It's 3rd down and 20. They've got this on their own 45. Out of the shotgun formation, Ruckman gets the snap. Heaves one downfield, and it's caught. A shoulder-high catch is made. Kearsarge with a huge gain here on a 1st down. It's Ethan Brand with the catch.
Let's keep it going, boys.
24 yards down the field go the Cougars. As Ruckman had to scramble to his left and heaved a pass downfield. Kobe Kidney guarding Brand very close there, but Brand able to leap up and haul it in. That's how you get some momentum to start a quarter. Ruckman hangs on, he's in trouble, and he'll be sacked for a big loss. May have been a loss of 9 on that play. Sack made by Matthew Sepulveda, number 75. Second down and 14 from the Husky 43. Ruckman in the shotgun, looks far side, in trouble again, and it'll be another sack here. This Kearsarge offensive line is being put to work right now by the Huskies as they crash through from all sides and completely surround Ruckman. We've got a timeout taken here. Out of the timeout, it's going to be 3rd down and 25 for Kearsarge. Our next live game coverage is going to be tomorrow at 1:54 p.m. as the undefeated Newport Tigers are hosting the Golden Tornadoes of Franklin. You can watch that live right here at ycnnow.com by clicking on the live games and events icon. Stay tuned till the end of this telecast for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game for the competitor that had the greatest impact on today's contest. Out of the timeout, the Cougars look ready to go here. They'll need another miracle passing play like that previous one on this drive. That was good for 24 yards. 3rd down, 25 to go. This time it's Caleb Naughton taking the snap, and once again, sacked for a loss. The Huskies are everywhere on defense. This time it's Nick Ball with the sack. Nick ball crashing through the short side of the line, making a beeline to Caleb Naughton. That's going to bring the Cougars punting unit out. Down there to receive the punt for the Huskies is Wesley McCourt. Nice snap, high punt. This one will make it just beyond midfield. There will be no such reception here as Kearsarge will let this one roll its way back and they'll touch it dead. Monadnock still leading over Kearsarge 6-0, 7:46 to play in half number 1. The sun beginning to set on the other side of that hill across the field. We're officially in Friday Night Lights territory. McCourt under center, takes the snap, hands one off to Kobe Kidney. No gain on that play. Actually, it looks like Nick Ball was the running back there. Tackle made by Nico Little for the Cougars. Flag on this play. Looks like it'll be a false start here. Offsides. That one is on the Huskies, so they'll be marched back 5 yards from the spot. That'll make it 2nd down and 15 to go. Court under center. Hobbs and Ball behind him. Takes the snap, hands it off, and it's gonna be Cam Hobbs up the far side of the field, makes his way past the original line of scrimmage. Gained 7 yards from the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 3rd down. And I believe 8 yards to go here. Another look at the delayed running play as they faked the handoff to Ball and ended up giving it to Hobbs. He made his way to that sideline in a hurry. And now the Huskies trying to convert this into a 1st down here. They've got 9 yards to go. McCourt takes the snap. He'll hang on to this one. Passes over the middle of the field, and it's picked off. The Cougars with the interception. It's David Patton, and he returns it 18 yards. What a read by David Patton. Here's another look, 75 on the right side of your screen. He fades out of our view here, but then reads the play, jumps out in front, tips it up with that left hand. He's able to keep that tip in front of him and then reel it in. Excellent play there by Patton to get the Cougars the ball back, and they've got it on the Huskies 30. Already the Kearsarge defense has caused 2 turnovers. Ruckman gets the snap. He's looking far side of the field, in trouble again. Flag is thrown, Ruckman still hanging on. Makes his way all the way back up to the line of scrimmage, diving through. There is multiple flags on the play, but Ruckman did get up to the 23. We'll see what the calls are here. There's just such a small window of time for Ruckman to work with as this offensive line is just really struggling to keep these big Husky defensive linemen at bay. Offsetting penalties. So we will replay that down, but the gain will be brought back here. Still 1st and 10 from the 30. But an extra chance here for Kearsarge thanks to that face mask from Monadnock. Ruckman keeps this one, wheels toward the far side of the field, and he's got separation at the 15. He steps out of bounds. That will be good for a Kearsarge first down. Excellent job here by Ruckman to see this defensive line in hot pursuit of him, but he's able to just keep some space between them and a nice stutter step outside. You can see that left foot just over the sideline. So Kearsarge will pick this one up. 1st down and 10 from the Monadnock 17. Ruckman gets the snap. It's a handoff here. Trying to crash through the strong side of the line. Justin St. Ange doesn't get far, but it's good for a short gain. Here's one more look. Just trying to duck his way under some cover for those extra couple of yards. 2nd down and 7. Now on the Huskies 14. Ruckman under center. He'll fade back, looking toward the far side of the field. Heaves one toward the corner of the end zone. Nearly picked off. Dangerous play. But no damage done. The Huskies break it up. And Kearsarge will pick it up again. 3rd down and 7 from the Huskies 14. Ruckman passing to his only option down there in double coverage. And you could see Wesley McCourt nearly able to pick that one off.
Here we go, Blue! Let's go, Blue, you got this! Woo!
Everyone pleasantly surprised by the referees moving the ball up 3 yards here to the 14. Kearsarge was about to be happy to take that from the 17, but this is even better. Still 3rd down and 7. Ruckman under center. He'll hang on to this one. Spiral one near side of the field, just out of the reach of Griffin Dixon. That'll move us to 4th down and 7. This would be a pretty long kick here. If the Cougars were elected to take it, it would be around 35 yards. I would imagine they just keep the offensive unit out here to try and punch this one through. Kearsarge will take a timeout to form a game plan here in the biggest moment this offense has had. We'd like to take this moment to thank our wonderful lineup of sponsors again for their great support. Echo Communications, Barton, Insurance, HR, Clough, Kearsarge Heating, LaValle Middleton Building Supply, Bubba's Bar and Grill, and North Cape Design Build. You can watch our Yankee Chronicle, the Who, What, Where, and When show of the region. A new show premieres every Thursday and Friday at noon and 7 p.m. or on demand anytime at ycnnow.com. huddle on the sideline breaks for Kearsarge. They confidently step up to the line of scrimmage. And this is a tricky looking formation. 5 offensive linemen is not going to give Ruckman a ton of time to get rid of this ball. He's got 3 options on his right, Ethan Brand on his left, and Caleb Naughton next to him. He'll hang on to this one. Has to hurry here. Ruckman's wrapped up and sacked again. Take it all the way back to the Huskies 27. That was Chris Cox with the sack there. This will be a turnover on downs. You can see on that far side of the field, just no options able to really break free. There was an option down there in the corner, but just a tad too late, as the O-line wasn't able to keep those blitzing defenders at bay for long enough. Kearsarge defense has been counted on to get turnovers. They've already got 2. As McCourt takes this snap under center, hands it off. It'll be a gain of around 3 here for the Huskies on their first play. It's Cam Hobbs with the carry again. Hobbs trying to make his way through a ton of traffic. That 3 yards and a cloud of dust strategy for the Huskies that we've seen all game. They've only passed once so far, but it did connect for a touchdown. McCourt takes the snap. It's another handoff to Hobbs. Not as successful this time, maybe just a yard. Here's another look. You can see number 28, Caleb Naughton, coming in on this play to make the tackle with some help by a handful of Cougar teammates. McCourt fakes one handoff, goes right back to Hobbs, far side of the field, near the sideline. He's at midfield, trying to step back toward the middle. And he'll be brought down finally, but not until a massive 26-yard gain is made for the Huskies. They've ran this play twice now where they fake the handoff to Ball and they go to Hobbs. And both times it has looked just like this, where the defense is fooled and Hobbs has a ton of space to run free. Nice job there by St. Ange to slow down the speedy Hobbs, get him toward the sideline where the rest of the Kearsarge team can make the full stop. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the Kearsarge 46. McCourt pitches one back to Ball. He's able to jut through the offensive line with a little bit of protection. Might have gained 7 or 8 there. This is actually Xavier Thompson, number 35 here for the Huskies. Nice burst of speed, helped him break that initial tackle by David Patton. Second down, 1 yard to go. They're on the Cougar 37. McCourt takes the snap, hands one off again to Thompson. It's good for a 1st down and around 9 extra yards there. The Huskies continue to motor this football down the field in a hurry. They've got 93 seconds left in the half to convert into some more points. And this offense is just in a hurry. They know they've got strength on the line over Kearsarge, and they are not shying away from running it right up the middle. Hustling up to the line here. 1st and 10 from the 27. A minute 10 to play in half number 1. McCourt hands this one off in tight to Nick Ball. It'll be another short gain, and it will keep the clock ticking down. McCourt quickly gets the play off the sideline. Here's another look at that previous running play to Nick Ball. Broke some contact early. It looks like he was stopped by a nice tackle there by, I believe, Jacody Ryder. 2nd and 4, ball in the 21. Final 30 seconds here in the half. McCourt whistles one on the near side of the field, and it's caught by Tucker Johns. He shoved out of bounds awfully near the goal line, and it will stop the clock at 26 seconds. A nice catch, spinning in stride by Tucker Johns here, number 9. Reels it in, helmet high. Great pass by McCourt. Really good job, too, by David Patton to close in and prevent the touchdown. It's 1st and goal. The ball is on the 6. McCourt and company ready on the line of scrimmage for the Huskies. And they'll try and run it here once more. It's got to be Cam Hobbs. Did he make it into the end zone? Yes, he did. It's another Husky touchdown. They now lead 12-0 over Kearsarge. One passing touchdown, one rushing touchdown for Monadnock. Here's another look. A nice juke there by Hobbs. Changing his direction. .9 seconds left. They'll try for the extra points here. And they'll go for 2. McCourt hangs on to this one, and they convert 2 points. Tucker Johns reels in another pass, and Monadnock lead 14-0 over Kearsarge. Monadnock so good at these fake handoff plays. This is another look at the touchdown here from Cam Hobbs. This kickoff could be the final play of the half here. Kearsarge need a big return. They've got a timeout if they need. They can stop the clock if they feel like they're in good field positioning to go for some points. Both Monadnock kicks so far have been onside kicks. I would expect another one here. Although with so little time on the clock, it seems like that could be a silly risk to go for if you're Monadnock. And he sends this one down the full distance. It's caught in stride by David Patton. He makes his way up to the Cougar 35 before being brought down, and the clock will stop with 12 seconds on it. Not a ton of time for Kearsarge to work with, but trailing by 14. Maybe they try and heave one deep here. Another look at the replay. David Patton caught that one with all of his momentum going forward. Nick Ball with a well-executed tackle to not let Patton get far. could be the final play of the half here for the Cougars. 4 options outside, and they could be screaming down the field. Ruckman gets the snap, already in some trouble, scrambling toward the far side of the field, and he'll be wrapped up before he's able to make his way out of bounds, and the clock will tick down to 0. Going into halftime, Monadnock lead over Kearsarge, 14-0. We'll be back in just a minute.
The Lake Sunapee region is one of the few communities in the country where you can ski year-round. During the summer season, the lake provides water skiing, fishing, swimming, and boating. During the winter, Mount Sunapee Resort, located at the south end of the lake, is one of the most popular ski and snowboard destinations in New Hampshire. The views of Lake Sunapee from the trails in Sun Bowl are spectacular. For more information about visiting our beautiful area, contact the Lake Sunapee Region Chamber of Commerce.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
And we're back briefly here for a halftime update. 14-0 Monadnock lead over Kearsarge here in Sutton, New Hampshire. Touchdowns for the Huskies come from number 19 Cam Hobbs and number 25 Nick Ball. With only 13 men on the roster, Monadnock was looking to attack early against Kearsarge. As they maybe begin to wear down in the latter half of this game, Kearsarge could have an opportunity. Stick around after this break as we'll have the second half just after this.
Need replacement windows? LaValle Middleton is the place. As a building supply company, most major brands are available to them. Whether your thoughts lead you to triple glazing with a glass coating, or a brand offering only a glass coating, LaValle's has the product information. LaValle's does not knowingly let itself be undersold by anyone, anywhere. Replacement windows are a good idea, but it shouldn't be a reason to overpay. LaValle's offers financing through the same sources as others. Often, buyers find their financing less costly locally and their business more appreciated. When you hear an offer of no interest or no payments for a year, you can be sure that there's a high price attached. It's a signal that you need to call LaValle Middleton for a competitive price for the same product installed. Call or visit one of our 12 locations or go to lavalles.com. Talk with a project specialist and arrange a visit for measuring and providing a very competitive price.
Well, I have a very big title for you coming. I'm speaking to Chris Garrity, who is the Assistant Principal at the Kearsarge Regional School District High School. Did I get all that correct?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Oh, well, congratulations. I know this is, what, your third year in that position?
Third year as assistant principal. I've been at the school for 19 years altogether, so 16 years in the classroom.
Well,
and new role the last couple of years.
You know what? I was so excited to speak with you because, you know, Abby, my son, all the 30-somethings who remember you as their teacher.
Oh, yeah. Back in the day, American government.
I know.
Yep.
And really, what a wonderful teacher you were. When you're beloved and remembered fondly by, you know, grown adults, that's a good thing. But, you know, that also brings up my first point, institutional history.
Yes.
You have a lot of it.
Yep. So I've been at the high school for 19 years. We've gone through a lot of changes over the years. But most importantly, in the last several years, we've really gotten our feet under ourselves about competency-based education and really developing the curriculum and instructional methods to support that shift.
Perfect.
Competencies have been a topic in the state of New Hampshire for quite a while, but I feel like Kearsarge is now in a really good spot to see competency-based education impacting what we're actually doing day to day with our students. Okay, we're going to circle back around to that, but I want to start with the culture and the environment. Have you seen a shift or a change? I mean, you went through a very big thing with, you know, COVID. Yes. So post-COVID, you know, it's been a difficult transition back, but the last 2 years, students are, you know, reacclimating to the classroom. Teachers are shifting instructional practices and assessment to kind of meet the needs of our students where they are. And competency-based education, to be perfectly honest, helps that with that process. So competency-based education and curriculum, can you explain that in lay terms? Yes. So essentially, competency-based ed means that you have a system that's developed to identify specific skills and knowledge that we're trying to help our students develop and then be able to transfer and apply in real-world situations. So we're looking at multiple opportunities for students to demonstrate their growth, more creative approaches to assessment, and engaging students in ways that don't meet the traditional idea of a classroom. Okay, so when we grew up, it was A, B, C, D, and the dreaded F, right? But competency-based, is it what it implies? So I have a skill, and once I demonstrate that I've learned that, I can continue? That's the goal, So we're looking to find benchmarks, and really, the language you would hear teachers talking about with students is learning targets. So within each class, you have a competency that identifies the skills and knowledge that you're trying to develop. Within each competency, you're going to have some learning targets that give specific benchmarks for students to work towards, and ideally in a class you would be working towards those benchmarks multiple times throughout the year, and students get feedback from their teachers along the way. Is that hard as a teacher? I mean, you're constantly assessing skills, and but it's also, I would imagine, beneficial for the student. Yes, the goal is to give as much feedback to the students as we can. It is a shift in kind of practices in the classroom and assessment, but our teachers the last several years, that's what we've been focused on, is really articulating curriculum throughout the district, and this year really hitting the ground running with, okay, how are we doing in providing feedback to students and shifting assessment practices. So making sure that we're giving students multiple opportunities to show what they are able to, what skills they've developed and what knowledge they've acquired throughout the class. So tell me how the parents and families, family members are responding. I mean, it's been a while, so is the language changing? Are they understanding? I mean, the language is changing, and we're really looking at this year also starting to delve into the reporting system and how we're giving feedback to students and grading, which is always the hot topic. Right. But there are models out there that we're tapping into to see as resources, and we're going to create a system that meets our needs as a district. We're not going to just cookie cutter something and start to implement it. This year is the process of developing a reporting system to give feedback to students that is targeted to the learning that's going on in the classroom. Now, while I have you here, I have to ask you about something Kearsarge has always been very strong, is communication. Yes. So whether parents are concerned about that Common App or what's going on in school, tell me about your commitment to communicating with families. Yeah, they are always welcome to contact us, the administration at the high school, through email, through phone calls. We set up appointments whenever we need to. Our school counseling department is very well staffed and is always willing to meet with families that have questions. They will respond to you in a timely manner, and really any kind of concerns that people have. We're there for the students. That's the whole goal. So open communication. Our principal this year has a parent advisory committee that he's starting. Perfect. So Charles Langell at the high school, they'll be meeting on Thursday evenings once a month. So that's getting up and running. So there are going to be many avenues for communication. That's wonderful. And I'm sure you have a lot of parents who come back to you and say, oh, Mr. Garrity, I mean, just having you here, and again, the fact that you've had such a strong impact
on really grown adults who are doing very well. We have Kearsarge grads all over.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
Wonderful
And
things.
I just want to add real quick, a lot of connections with the community. With competency-based ed, we're able to push out into the community more. Our extended learning opportunity program has really blossomed the last 2 years.
In this great facility.
Yep, this has helped as well, the facility, but just partnerships with local businesses. We have over 100 students currently right now doing extended learning opportunities, which is basically like learning outside of the classroom, partnerships with the
real-life,
community,
hands-on
real-life,
experience.
hands-on, applying what they're learning to those situations. And they have a hand in developing them and
That's
designing
wonderful.
what they want to learn.
So they have empowerment.
Yes, lots of empowerment.
Chris Garrity, you are the assistant principal at the high school, and thank you so much for joining us. Please keep up the good work for our students.
Thank you very much.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Main Street Bookends of Warner, for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record. You're watching.
Welcome back, folks. You're watching live local sports coverage here on Yankee Cable Network. Berkeley Stevens from Sutton, New Hampshire, bringing you this one between Monadnock and Kearsarge. Monadnock, after one half of play, are leading 14-0. Touchdown scored by number 19, Cam Hobbs, and number 25, Nick Ball. The story of this one going in, too, was Monadnock needed to score early in the first half and keep it going. They only have 13 players on their roster, so they can be worn down. But is that buffer of 14 points enough for them to keep on carrying this momentum into the next half? Maybe they can keep Kearsarge at bay. But it's short insurance here. Kearsarge are still within reach. Their defense has looked excellent. They've caused 2 turnovers already. They nearly had a pick 6. It would have been an awfully close play. David Patton had a nice interception caught in stride, just barely tapped a foot out over the sideline, and right now that could be the difference maker between the 0 on the scoreboard and a possible 6 or 7 for Kearsarge. Going into this next half, Kearsarge needs to lock down their offensive line too. That's been another big thing where Monadnock, their line is fierce. They are strong. They've got some big bodies, some talented linemen, and they are actually wearing down the Cougars, which is not how we thought this one would go given the depth of this Cougars JV team. As we get ready for the third quarter here, it will be Kearsarge kicking this one toward Monadnock. Down there to receive for the Huskies is going to be Wesley McCourt and Xavier Thompson. This will be the first time Kearsarge has kicked the ball away in this contest. Monadnock has kicked it away 3 times, 2 onside kicks, 1 full kick. We'll see if Kearsarge try and get the ball back in their possession here with an onside kick. They're ready in the wings. Stepping up to this one. Bounces pretty oddly and out of bounds by the Monadnock 25. So no onside attempt there for the Cougars. Monadnock will have fairly good field positioning here. After the ball went out of bounds, it should be spotted right around their 33-yard line, maybe their 35. Referees are going to bring this one up to the 35. The Monadnock offense has had some high points. They've caused some chaos with some crafty running plays. Fake handoffs have worked very well for them to this point. They've executed 3 or 4 of them very well, completely fooling the Kearsarge defense. They've also had some nice passing plays as well. Number 9, Tucker Johns, has around 45 receiving yards. First snap of the quarter, and a flag is thrown here. And it is a false start on the offense. That'll make it first down and 15. They'll move this ball back to the 30. McCourt ready under center. 3 backs behind him. Hands this one off. Nice tackle made there. David Patton in on the play in a hurry. Patton having himself a great game on defense. Like I said, has an interception. And this is his 3rd big tackle of the game, too. Look at that, completely halting that rush. 5 yards were gained before they got to Patton. That makes it 2nd down and 10. Back on the 35. Same formation here for the Huskies. McCourt under center. It's another fake handoff play. Cam Hobbs gets this one, scurrying toward that far sideline. And he gains around 6 yards before the tackle is made by number 33, Jacob Mullen. And this is the kind of play that's worked very well for Monadnock. This fake handoff, and then they go to Hobbs. You can see that Cougar defense all shifted left a little bit, and that bought Hobbs some space. Now it's 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Same formation for the Huskies. This one a straight handoff, a power run as they try and trudge up the middle of the field, successfully getting that first down. That's Xavier Thompson with the carry here. Another look as he's just head down, trying to shoulder his way through. That defensive line successfully does for a gain of 8. And now it's 1st and 10 for the Huskies again. And this is just their formation on this drive, sticking with it. McCourt hangs on. Fades to his right, connects with Hobbs on the near side. He brushes off one tackle and he's brought down at the Kearsarge 45 for a gain of 8. Three completely different plays out of the same formation here from Monadnock as the offense is clicking here in the 3rd quarter. Second down and 3 from the Kearsarge 45. Multiple flags on the play. It's going to be another false start here. Third false start of the game for Monadnock. Right as they were building some serious momentum in this drive, it'll be marched back 5 more yards. That'll make it 2nd down and 8 as they bring this one back to exactly midfield.
Let's stop them.
And some confusion and commotion between the referees, now calling encroachment on the defense on that last play. That's a 10-yard penalty, and that'll march it down to the 40.
What's the call?
The ball moved back 5 yards, up 10, without a snap. Now Monadnock have to hurry if they don't want to cause a delay of game here. It's 1st and 10 for Monadnock. They have it on the Cougar 40. A nice tricky handoff, but it's not going to pay dividends here. Stopped in its tracks right at the line of scrimmage. Nick Ball can't get far. It's Brody Malinowski with the tackle again. Malinowski's having a big game for himself on defense, his 3rd tackle of the game. He caused a fumble earlier, if you recall. I would imagine if Kearsarge could clone one guy and put him everywhere on defense, it would probably be Malinowski. He's got the most varsity experience on this team as well. Plays defense fearlessly as this next play underway. It's pitched back to Cam Hobbs. He's able to make his way toward the far side of the field. A decent gain. Might not be enough for the 1st down. It will be close. Could be around a half a yard short of the 1st down. Got it all the way up to the 31. Here's another look. And he gets brushed out of bounds over the sideline just in time there. But now Kearsarge need a big stop. Third down and 1, ball on the 31-yard line. Trudging their way up the middle for a 1st down. Once again, the Huskies succeed in their efforts. This time it's McCourt with a quarterback keeper. His O-line makes a pocket for him, and he bursts through for just 3 yards, but that's all they needed. First down and 10 from the Kearsarge 27. Monadnock getting close to striking distance again. McCourt takes this one from under center. 2 options outside to pass to. He'll hang on to this one. McCourt lines, fires, and it's caught. Tackle made swiftly by Jack Sikoria. But Tucker Johns with a nice reception. May have gained around 8 or 9. Just shy of the 1st down, but another sharp passing play here by the Huskies. As McCourt just fires this one. Tucker Johns has had a very nice game as a receiver. No touchdowns to his name just yet. But he's covered a lot of field for the Huskies. McCourt under center. 3 backs behind him. The handoff goes to Hobbs. He'll head to the far side of the field. He's got some space, finds a pocket. The ball is knocked loose and out of bounds. Maybe Kearsarge trying to dive on it. Did they recover it? I believe the refs are saying white ball here. I think it just got over the sideline before Kearsarge could get a handle on it. This is that reverse running play that has worked so well for Monadnock. And they are saying it's a Kearsarge recovery. As we see the replay here, that one's popped loose by Justin St. Ange and then dove on by Jack Sikoria. He did keep it over the sideline just by a hair. And with their backs up against the wall, Kearsarge may have this back. The referees are still conversing about this play. And they might have actually just given it back to Monadnock. Kearsarge's offensive unit sprinted out there thinking they had it back. The only way I could see this still being a Monadnock ball is if it did trickle over the sideline just barely before Sikoria was able to get a handle on it. I think that must be what happened. Teams head up to the line of scrimmage. Monadnock still has possession here. It's 1st and goal. They've got it on the Cougar 9-yard line. McCourt takes the snap. Hands one off to Nick Ball. He tries to crash through the middle. Juts his way toward the far side of the field. Didn't make it into the end zone. He'll be just a yard or two shy of it. Here's another look. Nick Ball with the carry runs into heavy contact on the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, now it's on the 3-yard line. No passing options. The Huskies want to punch this one through. Here's the handoff. And it looks like a touchdown here for Monadnock again. Successfully hammering their way through that defensive line. And I believe this time it's Xavier Thompson, excuse me. Have a look here on the replay. Number 35 gets the handoff right there. Malinowski nearly made the stop. But Xavier Thompson just able to reach far enough and get that across the goal line. 20-0, Monadnock lead over Kearsarge. 4.5 minutes left in quarter 3. Seems like the Huskies are going to go for 2 again. They succeeded on their last attempt doing so. They pitch this one back to Nick Ball, and he is tackled hard. Great stop there made by Caleb Naughton for the Cougars. Here's another look. Caleb Naughton not letting the speedy Nick Ball get very far. Puts an end to that 2-point conversion in a hurry. Special teams making their way out there for Monadnock. Coach David Yazzie talking to his team to try and design a play for this upcoming offensive drive. Kearsarge has been struggling. Right now it seems like most of his talk is directed toward his linemen. David Patton, Aiden Ruckman. I believe Justin St. Ange still the familiar 3 down there to receive this kick. We'll see if the Huskies try and once more go for an onside kick. Kobe Kidney boots this one as far as he can. It's reeled in by St. Ange, near side of the field, past the 30, taken down at the 34. And now the offense gets out there for the Cougars. Here's another look at that kick return from Justin St. Ange. Nice job there by Wesley McCourt. First to the play. Had a Cougar shaken up at midfield, but heading over to the sideline under his own control. Under 4.5 minutes to play here in quarter 3 as Kearsarge get ready to start this drive. They've got 65 yards separating themselves in the end zone. Bruckman takes the snap, hands it off behind him, no gain on this play. Looked like the tackle was made by Cam Hobbs and company. Middle linebackers here for the Huskies filling the pocket. And Olos Hobbs and Kobe Kidney making the stop on that last play. Second down, 10 yards to go for Kearsarge. Another handoff play here. Making their way past the line of scrimmage, but just barely will be Justin St. Ange. May have gained a yard. Headed toward the near side of the field and then switched direction in a hurry to try and make his way toward the far side. Bruckman's gonna keep this one. He's got some time this time. Scrambles toward the sideline and out of bounds just shy of the first down. They'll have less than a yard to go to move these chains. Had an option down the field, covered pretty well, chose not to pass it instead. Used his space to scramble up. 8 yards on that play, and now Kearsarge, they've got to lock in on this next play. They need 1 yard. A low snap. An error here from the Cougars on 4th and 1. And this will be a turnover on downs. Monadnock get it back. The low snap had to be dove on by the Kearsarge quarterback. Had no options there. First and 10 for the Huskies. This one's pitched back to Cam Hobbs. He makes his way to the 30 before being brought out of bounds. It's another nice running play for the Huskies. That time good for 17 yards. Cam Hobbs having himself a real nice game. All those reverse running plays. He's put in a lot of leg work tonight for Monadnock. 1 rushing touchdown to his name. First and 10 from the 26. It's another handoff here. They try and go up the middle. Maybe a gain of a yard. Not much this time for Monadnock. That time it was Xavier Thompson with the carry. Thompson not afraid to run straight into trouble. Try and muscle his way up the field for a couple of yards time after time. A late flag thrown. Looked like a false start. We'll see what the call is here. See what the referees call here on this play. Flag was thrown from the near side. That is now the 5th false start called on Monadnock as they'll march this one back 5 more yards. It'll be 2nd down and 14. Taking this one from the Kearsarge 30, McCourt gets the snap. He hangs on. He's looking toward the near side of the field. Lofts one down, nearly picked off. Jack Sikoria had it between his hands, but in midair, hard to control, especially with contact behind him from the receiver. Here's one more look. McCourt throwing up a prayer of a pass. Had to be incredibly fine with this one. Small window to work with, and Sikoria down there. Double coverage, in fact. Kearsarge all over that receiver. Sikoria just so close on that interception. Third down and 14, ball on the 30. Another reverse play here as Hobbs gets the handoff, but this time Kearsarge are finally able to snuff it out. This time it's Don Mateo Acosta, his first tackle of the game. Hobbs in a pretty big moment. That makes it 4th and long for Monadnock. Mateo Acosta wrapping up Hobbs up high and bringing him down. That's a strong man tackle right there.
Do it again.
Final minute here in the 3rd quarter. Monadnock still leading by 20. As McCourt gets the play from the sideline, the offense is out there, not the special teams. They're going to be going for it here. 4th and 14. Kearsarge playing with one free safety. Timeout taken by Monadnock as they'll go over this again. Welcome to our NCTV regional TV station. You can watch it on TDS TV 13 and 1013, NCTV 8, and at ycnnow.com by clicking on the 24/7 icon. You can take us with you wherever you go, and you don't have to have cable to watch us. Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor is helping make today's game coverage possible. They have a full menu of amazing seafood, Landfair, award-winning seafood chowder, hearty sandwiches, and a diverse pizza menu to satisfy the hunger of any size party. And today's coverage is also being brought to you in part by LaValle and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion. They celebrate over 60 years of serving you locally from 12 locations in New Hampshire and Vermont. Out of this timeout, Monadnock must have a crafty passing play coming up for us. 4th down and 14. They've had pretty good success on passing plays so far as well. Only 1 interception thrown so far. And especially for JV football, that's pretty good. Cam Hobbs, Tucker Johns, Nick Ball, they've all had nice games receiving. Quarterback Wesley McCourt has done a great job firing helmet-high passes that are easy to reel in. He's got 2 options on the near side of the field and 2 backs behind him. McCourt hangs on, shuffles back, fires this one down the middle of the field, and it's batted down by the Cougars. They'll get the ball back here. 23 seconds to play in the quarter. Here's another look. McCourt, not afraid of the Cougar defense, firing this one down the middle of the field, and look at all those blue jerseys. And you can see number 7 for Monadnock, Jonathan Griffiths, the intended receiver there, nearly able to get up and get that. It would have been an incredible one-handed, left-handed catch, but it was batted down. Kearsarge now has a 1st and 10, taking it from their own 30-yard line. And they'll try and run this one up the far side of the field, but they won't get far. In fact, it'll be for a loss once again. Protection on the offensive line just breaking down once more. And it's Matthew Sepulvedo with the tackle. Clock winds down and we'll head into the 4th quarter with Monadnock leading 20-0 over Kearsarge.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
And we're back, about to start the 4th and final quarter here between Kearsarge and Monadnock. Kearsarge trying to crack through and break this shutout. The story of this one just has to be the Monadnock offensive and defensive line. Those guys have worked so hard. Only 13 guys on the roster, and nobody wears down faster than a lineman in a football game. But these guys have just hung in there, and hung in there tough. I've been really impressed by their stamina. I didn't think they were going to have this kind of energy here late in the game, but Monadnock is still looking like they're 100%. Kearsarge to take this first snap. 2nd down and 19. This play breaks apart a bit. Kearsarge try and make their way to the far side of the field. It'll be a short gain here for the Cougars. A couple of yards for them.
Let's go, boys!
And as we're in the 4th quarter, make sure you stay tuned till the end of the game for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game. As Kearsarge step up to the line. 2nd down and 22 from their own 27. This one heaved downfield, and it's caught. Sikoria reels it in near the 38. He's tackled and brought down. It moves us to 3rd down, but now instead of 22 yards, they just need a pair. Best passing play of the night, in my opinion, for Kearsarge. Here's another look. Ruckman fades back in the pocket, and Sikoria had some space around him, turned around, calmly made the catch. That's just the kind of play Kearsarge needs. They don't have a lot of time for their quarterback to operate. This Monadnock line is that good. But Ruckman did a great job there releasing that one quickly and finding Sikoria. Another passing play here for Kearsarge. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. A first down and some more. Making it up to the 48-yard line is going to be Ruckman. That'll move the chains. Quarterback sneak good for 8 yards.
Nice face mask, ref.
Here's another look. Ruckman keeps it, jolts his way past a few Husky defenders. Now Kearsarge has a first down and 10, taking it from their own 46. Ruckman gets the snap, pitches it over to Naughton. He's tackled for a loss by Tucker Johns. Number 9 coming in here, brushes off one block, shifts his weight to the left and is able to make the tackle there. Really nice work by Johns to break off his guard there 2 times to make that tackle. Ruckman gets the snap and shotgun formation. He has to keep this one as chaos ensues, makes his way toward the sideline. Might have gained 3 yards on that play to make this 3rd down and 9 coming up. Here's one more look. Ruckman came over to the near side of the field. His receivers were on the far side, didn't have a clean look at them. And the Husky defense closed the distance. 8 minutes to play. 3rd down and 8. Ruckman fades back, spins, still has it, looking for an option. Has to shuffle one down. Sikoria can't reel it in. That'll bring us to 4th down and 8 on the incompletion.
Hey, ref, how much they pay you?
One more look here. You can see Ruckman kind of entering panic mode after that spin. Sikoria broke free to be a pass option right there, but then that pass just too high and out of his reach. Fourth down and 7 near midfield. Kearsarge has it on their own 48-yard line. No other option but to go for it here as Ruckman is ready under center. He takes the snap. Looks to his left, in some trouble again. Breaks free from that first tackle, past the line of scrimmage, and he's made it for the first down. A 10-yard quarterback keeper there for Ruckman keeps this drive alive for Kearsarge. You could see Ruckman looking towards St. Ange there, knew that that short pass wasn't going to get the first down. Then had to scramble by number 71, Chris Cox. Made his way to the sideline, breaking another tackle and another there to get past that first down marker. Keep things moving here for Kearsarge. 7.5 minutes to play here in the game. Little equipment malfunction here for the Kearsarge. You don't want to play without your helmet strap on in football, that's for sure. Thankful the referees were able to see that and not call a delay of game on Kearsarge. That would have been a little too ridiculous for my liking. Some good discretion there by the ref. And now we're ready to resume. First down and 10 from the Monadnock 41. Ruckman pitches this one over to Naughton. Changes direction. Up the middle he goes. Short gain, maybe 3 yards, picked up by Naughton. I do like this move by Naughton right here. Changes direction and finds a pocket, drops that shoulder down for the extra couple yards. It's good to see in a game like this. Kearsarge is still fighting hard for every yard on this field. Ruckman winds, fires, near side of the field, intended for Sikoria. That one left just short. That's what Kearsarge needs to do, though. You can see that Ruckman is just so cognizant of how much time he has in that pocket at this point in the game. At the start, he was having a difficult time reading if Monadnock really was going to put him under that much pressure. Now, he knows that that's the case. He is trying to get rid of the ball as quick as possible. It started to work out pretty well for him. He'll take this one from the shotgun formation. Changing direction, toward the middle of the field he goes. Again, scrambling past the first down marker. Now to the 20, brought out of bounds near the 18. Aiden Ruckman taking it upon himself to continue moving these chains for Kearsarge. And this is twice now where that short range pass to St. Ange has been open. And he's denied it for a quarterback sneak, changing direction, changing the entire course of the play. Just trying to use his speed to make plays out here for the Cougars. Six and a half minutes left in this game as Kearsarge are still just trying to muscle their way down the field, yard by yard. A chilly fall Friday night here under the lights. This game is beginning to wind down. Under center, Ruckman takes the snap, hands it off to Naughton. He finds a pocket on the near side of the line. Naughton able to gain a couple of yards there for the Cougars. That'll bring us to 2nd down and 7. Nick Ball and Wesley McCourt in on that tackle for the Huskies. Ruckman hands it off. Justin St. Ange tries to carry this one, but you could see the contact early completely halted his momentum. And this is just how quick this defensive line gets in seemingly every single time. Matthew Sepulveda, once again, just bulldozing his way through the Cougar O-line. Brings us to 3rd down and 8. Ball is on the Monadnock 16. Ruckman gets the snap, hangs on, looks for Sikoria on the near side. It's picked off by the Huskies. Jonathan Griffiths gets the ball back from Monadnock within 10 yards of their own end zone. Here's another look. Pass intended for Sikoria, and Griffiths gets right in front of the play, hauls it in with both hands. Now Monadnock has it from their own 5. Has to be a little bit cautious about the safety. And McCourt's ready to take the snap. And they'll hand it off. Good gain, hard contact on the play. Xavier Thompson, the ball carrier. Looked like the ball was loose. See if we can spot what happened here on the replay. So Thompson has it here. Malinowski wraps up that right arm a little bit. And then St. Ange comes in with a big hit. That knocks it loose, but it looks like Thompson is actually able to get back on it. Malinowski came up with the ball after everything kind of dissipated, but from the replay it was pretty clear that Thompson did dive on it first. 2nd down and 1 yard to go. Did they pick it up? Referee's still trying to spot this one. And it is a 1st down just by a matter of inches. Here's one more look. It's Cam Hobbs with the carry. They did not move the chains. That was not a 1st down apparently, so it is 3rd down and inches to go for Monadnock. And this will surely be good for a 1st down here. Wesley McCourt keeps it himself, punches through a pocket. It's up 4 yards and a 1st down here for the Huskies. Look at him just ducking under the arms of those Cougar linemen. There really wasn't a pocket. He just made one for himself. Found the smallest of windows to run through. And he was able to make his way through. McCourt under center, hands this one off. Trying to go up the far side of the field. Maybe a gain of 2 yards here for the Huskies. I believe it was Xavier Thompson, number 35, with the carry again here. Thompson gets the ball, runs into a bit of trouble though as Caleb Naughton sealed up that space on the far side of the line. .245 to go. 2nd down and 6. Another handoff play. It's Thompson again. May have been stopped just shy of the 1st down. David Patton makes the tackle, and I do believe it was stopped just short. David Patton still pumped up. This Kearsarge defense does have a lot of signs of energy left in them. Almost into the final 2 minutes here. Monadnock still leading 20-0 over Kearsarge, but I will say this has been the best quarter of football Kearsarge has played tonight. Here's the snap. McCourt's going to keep this one, powering his way through the middle. Good for the 1st down, and maybe around 10 yards extra. Clock keeps ticking here after the quarterback sneak. Once again, McCourt just ducking his way under that line. And then just trying to power his way past those middle linebackers for the Cougars. Handoff play here, trying to go up the middle is Nick Ball. He's going to be stopped after a couple yards gained. Running play continues to tick the clock down here for the Huskies, as they should just be able to run out the clock confidently here. Kearsarge D-line making hard tackles every single play. Despite the score, it's good to see no signs of quit. 50 seconds left. McCourt once again under center. He'll take the snap, hand it off one more time. Xavier Thompson tackled on his way to the far side of the field, this time by Malinowski again. .30 seconds left. One last snap here for the Huskies, as they'll likely knee this one down and let the clock expire. And they will. That'll do it here from Sutton, New Hampshire. Monadnock beating Kearsarge in JV football 20-0. And now your H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat player of the game. I'm going to do something I rarely do and select a pure defender for the Monadnock Huskies. Matthew Sepulveda is your H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat player of the game. We'll see you tomorrow at 1:54 for Newport versus Franklin.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications.